And welcome back to probably the Darkness's favorite reality TV show. The last time we hung out, our newly memory-altered adventurers had just parted ways with Sybil the librarian, their new BFF, or so they remembered. But when they began to compare notes about the fight, they found that things were not adding up. Eventually, Rhea found the note she had written herself explaining that she had had her memory wiped, but when she shared with the rest of the class, this only confused matters more, as of course no one else remembered this happening either. After some speculating, discussion, and brunch, they were no closer to figuring out what had really happened, other than deciding that something was up with their new BFF, and that they had all apparently had their memories altered. But as there didn't seem to be anything to be done about it just then, they all decided to take the afternoon to rest and tend to various tasks. Dr. Rumpeltag read Sybil's notebook that she had gifted him, and learned that Afterworld seems to be run by the general consciousness of its denizens. He also learned that not only does Sybil know Melancholy, the benefactress of the research that led to his demise, but that the librarian has her own musings about said research and how manifesting might relate to it. Meanwhile, Amelite took her bag on a date. It started off strong with our bard wooing her bag with bread and brie, but things began to go downhill when the bag of withholding mentioned a cookie that Amelite had no memory of giving her in the library. TLDR, the bag withheld the cookie, and Amelite may have gaslit her just a smidge in return, which means both of them ended the date unsatisfied. And while that was happening, Rhea and Laika went on a not date, met Lenise Nedekoven, the owner of the train that runs from Main City to Record Town, learned that time back on Perrin may have moved on without them, and Rhea accidentally spread the false rumor that the library had been attacked while confirming that almost no one likes Sybil. So, having achieved varying levels of productivity, our pentad reconvened in their room to compare notes. But before they could turn in for a long rest in preparation of Amelite's memory trial, Zephyr delivered a letter for Laika from Lenise, inviting her to the opera. And now, you're all caught up.